one of the other questions that I try to ask all the musicians is how they feel like the internet is affecting their career for good or bad, and for either digital sales or social networking or just being able to interface with people around the world. Do you have a sense of how it's had an impact for both projects you're doing?
I don't know about how it affects us specifically. I mean, I think that there's good and bad, but overall, I feel really positively about it. Just from the perspective of somebody who just is in a state of wonder about rapid advances and what we've just witnessed in our lifetime. It's pretty amazing, and I think it's really exciting to think about how quickly people can get access to information.
Yeah.
And talking about turning people on to obscure things. It's a little bit weird that, if you're a record freak and you collect records, records that you spent years looking for, hipsters have, 40 gigabytes of this stuff, that you had to look for years in fruitless searches,
But it was fun.
But it was really fun. And, now everybody can just click,
Google
there
it.
it is.
Yeah.
You can get all of that stuff. I think, that can be weird, and it's not all good because, just because you have it, just because you've got all of this access to this information doesn't mean it's getting digested. It's all there.
Sure.
It's like it turns into like just I don't know if the same kind of value always translates, with that kind of experience. On the other hand, the idea that some kid can get some really cool recording of Milford Graves from the 70s that only a handful of people could have the vinyl copy of, could hear that music, and that it could like spark something tremendous, some incredible, it could catalyze some creative awakening for somebody is, that's something that's extraordinary and really exciting to me.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to think that somebody anywhere that, could get access to a computer could find this information and what's going to happen with that. Who knows? I'm interested in that as far as, how that affects Ida as a band or something like that. I don't know, sometimes people say nice things about you and try to tell people about it, and sometimes people don't,
Right.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I imagine it goes both ways, but in general, I'm pretty excited about that. I think, provided that people don't just get too burnt out on how easy it is to go to the candy store. The bigger picture for me is that, kids will get access to information that I couldn't dream of. I wish I could, have had access to that kind of information and art and music, when I was a kid, and I think that's a hopeful thing. I think that's a really inspiring thing, potentially.
Yeah. No, it's true. There's probably a lot of things that would have disappeared into the vaults of being out of print and, not available. So it's great that things could actually live on.
Like here's my plug for a record.
Go for it. I know it's a hard question.
No, I mean, I want to say, my friend's record is the best one. Get that one. And it's true. I listen to my friend's records, and I want to talk about that. And I could. Our piano tuner 3 or 4 years ago was like, he was talking about being in New York in the 50s or 60s. We were talking about jazz, and he had these great stories about, seeing John Coltrane and all this stuff. At some point, something came up. I think I asked him if, because he was talking about hanging out in all of these spots. And I was like, did you ever see Moondog? And he was like, yeah, I love Moondog. And then he told me about this children's record that Moondog made. That one's good.
Okay.
You should hunt down the mysterious lost Moondog children's record.
All right. That's a good one.
with the darkest eyes I have seen. She makes sure that I say what I mean. She's the sun in my heart. She's the cool running stream.
And last question is, what are plans for the band over the next 5 to 6 months? Are you going to be playing some live shows with the release of the new record? And sort of what else is on your horizon?
We want to tour this summer. And hopefully that'll work out. We want to do like the whole country if we can, and do Ida shows, do kids shows. We want to do both. Just play a lot, and hopefully go out of the country to play some shows. Maybe in Europe, maybe in Japan. That's the hope.
Cool.
We'll see what actually can happen, but we're trying to work it out so we can do it in the summer.
Around school year.
Yeah, exactly. Everything kind of revolves around that now.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah.